Lordy, Lordy, look who's 30. I know that's not the right saying.
But we are in the midst of our Dirty 30.
Nifty Thrifty, look who's 30. Still doesn't work.
No. But 30, yeah. Episode number 30.
Who'd have thunk? And we never missed one. So it was Memorial Day weekend, and we have a little podcast area set up in the basement of an office that we all work in.
Yep.
And we came in the office on said Memorial Day weekend, and a raccoon had broken in and wreaked a little havoc in the office, and we just figured out it's still in the building somewhere.
Yeah, this is true. This is actual true story.
So we've got the camera set where we think he is, and there's a small, minute possibility that a raccoon might come out while we're on the air.
So fingers crossed. We're all pretty hopeful this does happen.
Think of what a squirrel did to us like 5-10 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Think what a raccoon would do.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Let's hope it's not rabid.
A rabbit?
No, a rabid.
Oh.
R-A-B-I-D, raccoon. We could just do an adopt a raccoon initiative, and we could keep him as a pet.
Yeah,
Build a small cage.
That has been working for other animals across the state.
What do you
Such
mean?
as?
What do you mean, Tim?
Well, there is this
tell.
this fancy new Adopt a Cow program that is happening across the state of Wisconsin, where people can choose to adopt a cow. They can pick out the one that they like, its name, and similar characteristics of that cow, and then they can donate some money and have milk sent to families in need.
So, but the milk doesn't come from the actual cow. It's all just kind of the part of the game.
It's all part of the game.
Yeah. Yep. So it's done by a food bank in southwestern Wisconsin, looks like.
How much does it cost to adopt the cow?
That part is not clear. I think you can choose to adopt or to donate
levels?
how many gallons you want.
Yeah.
Different
it's
levels
just-
of cow
yeah,
adoption?
Yep.
You can make a gift of any size or become a monthly donor to provide milk for those in need all year round.
The goal is to raise 70,000 gallons of milk.
Well, I didn't donate any milk, but what I did do for the sake of the podcast is I donated an entire gallon of Leap vodka.
Oh, boy.
We talked about Leap vodka,
needs
which is
milk?
Leroy Butler's vodka.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I cracked it open before I brought it here today. I don't drink vodka, so I couldn't tell you good vodka or bad vodka.
No. Sure.
Vodka is just vodka to me, like drinking paint thinner.
From someone that doesn't drink vodka, what was your initial thoughts, though? Would you
Tasted
drink it
like
again?
vodka.
Okay.
I only put vodka in things like where you can't taste it anyway, like a Bloody Mary
Right.
or Jolly Good.
Ah.
And actually, before we try this, I do want to point out that I had some feedback this weekend on the podcast.
Please do.
And it's good feedback. My aunt actually said that she is now a avid Jolly Good buyer.
Oh, nice.
She gets it at Triggs. She picks up Jolly Good, and then later this weekend, I got a picture of a can of Cherry Jolly Good next to a mixed drink of Cherry Jolly Good and vodka. She said it was going down great.
Huh.
So
Well, I
Yeah.
want to give a shout out to Jolly Good,
Yeah.
who is an unofficial sponsor down the Cheezehole.
Yeah.
We drink Jolly Good just because we have it and we enjoy it and we like it. And I advise others to drink Jolly Good. So we're about to have. Oh, geez.
well, gotta know.
What are you making a half and half over there?
Not even.
He
It's
is
like
drinking
a
a half and
third.
half. I just went with like a. I'm not even to that bottom line.
Yeah, I just mashed what you did.
Yep. I'm not even to that bottom line. So I went like a.
Well, you
does
gotta
anyone want
taste the
orange?
vodka to be a true judge of what it is.
I suppose. But then
I'm
we should be
choosing.
drinking it. We vowed never to eat on the air again, but this is
This is
technically drinking, right?
I chose Jolly Good Sour Power to mix with my vodka.
I went orange. Oh, I can taste the vodka in my orange. We're not supposed to be drinking or eating on the air because nobody else can match it. But you could match this. You need to go out and get yourself a 1.75 Elite vodka.
Do they have that in smaller sizes, or do you
Well,
just buy
I could
the...
only find the gigantic 1 gallon size. I feel like we should be drinking that out of a paper bag.
Well, Leroy, he goes big. He
Yeah.
doesn't go at all.
That's
Well,
right,
so
though.
did you know he doesn't even drink?
I heard that too.
Yeah,
Really?
I think I said that on the last podcast. I listened to him on, was it Charlie Barron's podcast? And he divulged that he owns a vodka company, but he doesn't drink. This definitely tastes alcohol-y. Is it not supposed to taste that way?
I mean, it tastes like vodka.
Yeah, it tastes
I
like
think it's
vodka.
fine. It doesn't burn my throat like a handful of
I
screws.
can't
like
imagine
some
Leroy
cheaper-
is aiming for fine. We aim for fine.
What's the price point on this? Was this a good buy?
I couldn't tell you. This was $30.
Yeah, I don't know my vodka prices.
Yeah, it's up there.
I think that
Is
is
it?
up there. Can
I
I
mean,
try
it's
some of the
medium.
sour power?
It's medium.
Well, I mean, it's the big bottle. Is that a 1.75 as
It
they
is.
like
Yeah.
to call
It
it?
is. Yeah.
So I don't know where that price point is. My wife, who is a vodka drinker, typically drinks Tito's, and I think Tito's,
See, Tito's is real good.
which comes in this size, is about $40.
Yeah.
So
But Wisconsinites going to buy their liquor.
Yep.
I think seeing that on the shelf would probably pull the trigger.
yeah, if you're gonna have a Bloody Mary, you better damn sure have some Leap in it.
Yeah.
But I will say, my wife, who's an avid vodka drinker, dumped out her drink she made.
Oh, that's sad. I didn't mind it. I would. Put it this way, I'd have no problem finishing this can of Jolly Good and however much vodka it
Well,
takes
let's
to
see
do
how
so.
trashed we can get Tim in this episode.
I think he already is. So, yeah. Well, if we're going to get Tim drunk, do you think he'd break into an Airbnb?
This is a really good story. This is probably my favorite one of the.
Yeah, I
I
think it's
saw
up
this
there on
one
mine too.
also. It was on my list.
Yeah. So a drunken 19-year-old accidentally broke into a Milwaukee Airbnb, where just happened that 3 sheriff's deputies were staying.
They were
for
like
the
from
weekend.
Ohio or something, weren't
Montana.
Oh.
Yep. They were in Milwaukee for emergency vehicle training and was staying at the Airbnb.
Cool.
And dude broke in and passed out on a
Just
bed.
got drunk and didn't know
they?
where
But
he
the
was.
story I read, they say broke in, which he technically did break in, but he wasn't like a thief. He
No.
was just drunk looking for a
Yep.
place to sleep.
Yep.
It almost reads like they didn't even know he was in there until they woke up in the
Right.
morning and just found him sleeping.
No, they found the door open or something.
Oh.
I think they woke up
That's
and,
great.
and the back door was open.
Do you think he's the one who came into our office and made all the mess?
Oh,
Maybe it wasn't a
maybe.
raccoon.
Yes. Here's what I don't understand. It says the intruder wasn't cited or charged. Police say he was intoxicated and stumbled into the wrong home. He made a mistake. It's okay. We're going to get over it. He's 19, though. He didn't even get an underage?
Oh.
Yeah.
That one,
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
point.
even if you didn't do the breaking and entering, I get that. You're being cool. Mistakes happen. But,
Yeah.
I mean, he's
That's
19.
a good point. I
Yeah.
like that they let him off of everything.
Yeah, I do
personally.
too. Was curious about it.
So I have a long list of friends who have done similar stupidity.
Yeah.
I know a dude who slept under someone's deck in college. Like he woke up under someone's deck, someone else's house. I shouldn't say I know like friends of friends have told me they're friends. I don't know if I may be stealing valor. Isn't that what that's called right
Yeah.
now? Where you think you remember something
Oh,
that was
yep.
like that you did.
Yeah, but see, if you didn't admit that, no one would know.
I think that these were friends of friends who they've all told me like, yeah, so and so ended up on so and so's couch yesterday.
We've all been there.
I haven't, luckily.
Yeah, this guy had no idea where he was and didn't know where he had come from. Just woke up in handcuffs.
Now that's drunk.
At 19. Yeah.
That's drunk.
Yeah, not a great start, but
Well, it's hard to go down from there, but
yeah, the police officer said, "What if this dude had stumbled into a bed with a kid in it or my wife?" I mean, it could have been a different morning. So they actually said, wrong place, wrong time because you woke up in a house full of cops, but also lucky place, lucky time
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
you weren't.
Someone else
what?
could have
You
reacted a
bring
lot.
up that point. That would be that. You know what? I don't know how I'd react if that would. That could have been bad for him.
Yeah, it really could have.
One of my good friends in college, their house, something similar happened. In the middle of the night, they could hear someone trying to break down the door.
I would come out with a gun.
They did. They came out. They had duck hunting shotguns. They walked downstairs with a shotgun, and it ended up being someone else that we knew, kind of like what Jeff was saying, a friend of a friend. And he was so drunk, he had no idea where he was. But luckily, they just recognized the guy, and they're like, "Go home."
If I heard something like that, I had never thought about it from that point of view, Andy. I'm glad you bring that up. If I found someone sleeping on my couch, I can't say that I wouldn't have a different reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd freak out. Karen's here.
And especially to your point, like you say, of like if you had kids or something, like
Yeah.
I think I'd have lost my to some
Yeah.
degree.
Yeah,
I
For sure.
definitely would have drawn a firearm of some sort.
yeah.
Well, since Karen is now Karen, we have to just drop everything and bring her
Yeah.
over.
All right. We'll just stop what we're doing.
And it's a long one, so she's already ornery with us.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll do my best.
So I'm gonna introduce Karen, our favorite little Karen.
Do you want some vodka?
Muddy-
Yes.
Do you?
That was an emphatic yes.
Do you want to try?
Yes.
I'll get you a cup.
Butler's Leap Vodka. Yeah, hook Karen up.
Where's the cups, Andy?
Up in that corner.
So
that
while
one,
while we're getting vodka for Karen, Muddy Waters Pizza Pub in Prairie du Chien, which we had talked about Prairie du Chien last week.
That's where the kid had his grad party.
yes,
They had the billboard.
Yes, which we got to get some follow up on that somehow.
Yep.
So the grad party, I wonder if they got pizza from Muddy Waters Pizza Pub, which has 4.6 stars, 171 reviews. So it's a popular place and well liked. Do you want your vodka before you read or after? I don't want you slurring your speech.
Yeah, right after might be best.
Right after.
Do you want it straight
Do
or?
you want to? Yeah. Do you
Yes.
want? So do you know vodka? Will you be able to tell us if it's good or bad?
Yes.
that enough?
We can.
Sure.
We can. It's not
We'll
enough.
give you a second shot.
Yeah,
So
we'll give
you'll
her
be
a
able to tell
refill.
us if
Wait.
that's crappy vodka or not.
Let me read it first.
Okay.
Yeah, but we want to know your opinion on that vodka when you're done.
Yeah, probably not, but I can try.
So Muddy Waters Pizza, 4.6 stars. This is a couple years old, but it's a fine review that Karen's going to read for us.
The 2 stars is based on the dining experience and not the quality of food because it was very good pizza. However, it was the most bizarre situation. Our waitress and a male staff member seemed to be quarreling, and the male staff member seemed intoxicated. He was raising his voice, ringing the kitchen bell repeatedly, came out of the kitchen to conduct some random survey about what day it is, and at one point was insisting that our son take home a banjo that he tried showing him how to play. This did seem like a nice gesture, but it went too far. Our waitress eventually led him away from our table. After hearing what appeared to be this male staff member banging on the kitchen or the back door, I sent my kids to the car because it became very uncomfortable. After paying the bill that I had to ask for, I started to head to the door and he approached me, adamant that I take a ukulele home that also made an appearance after the banjo. I tried to politely say thank you, but he would not let it go, so I just walked out the door. It was all very inappropriate, which is a shame because we really did love the pizza.
Sad face emoji at the end. Right. Drink that vodka, and then we need to talk about this. Get back on your mic.
Give her another hit.
That's Leroy Butler's vodka, who used to play for the Packers.
And he makes his own, like he has his own.
He's the guy who invented the Lambeau
I'm
Leap.
guessing it's kind of just like a private label distillery. He's the one who invented the Lambeau Leap. What do you think of his vodka?
I actually kind of like it, but it's still burning.
It's a gluten-free vodka. I don't know if all vodka is or not. It's no sugar, no carbs, gluten-free.
Oh, bonus.
It's healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy vodka.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Do you need a second schnizzle of that?
I'll take one to go.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, no!
She's gonna drive to town. Who's gonna get the mail? You better sip on that.
I'll sip on it all day, thanks.
Thanks for everything, Karen. Okay, back to what Karen just read us. This is the first review we've ever gotten that I think I agree with.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if this is a Karen. This is
bizarre.
just hilarious.
Yeah.
This is bizarre.
Very bizarre.
Yeah.
And that's what she starts out with. It wasn't because of the quality of food. We just had a bizarre situation.
Yeah.
That's 2-star worthy.
I like every part
I think
of this
it's right on.
review.
I think it's spot on.
Yeah.
I can't blame this Karen for this review.
No, I enjoy every sentence of this review. I
He
really
taught
do.
her son how to play the banjo, then he insisted he take the banjo.
And when that didn't fly, he gave him a ukulele.
This could have been, like, I want to hear, like, she didn't even tell us about the ukulele until the end.
Yeah. Yeah, this.
I like even how she types stuff. To take a ukulele home that also made an appearance after the banjo. It's nice.
This guy's just bringing out instruments. And
She's well spoken,
Yeah.
and she's just laying it down like it is that, hey, this dude tried to give my son a banjo and a ukulele, and he didn't want it.
I would have taken them.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It does seem like both of these people that were working there might have been a little.
I don't think it was alcohol.
I think they were tripping. Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So imagine if she had taken the banjo and the ukulele. This dude
Right.
wakes up the next day. He's like, "Where the is my banjo?
Everything I own is gone.
My banjo and my ukulele are gone."
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good one though. It's good find. Good find.
I thought that
Yep.
2 stars. This is the first Karen review that I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it. Yep. 2 stars.
And this is something that I feel the public needs to know about. So I mean, even the review itself was warranted.
well, I want to go to Muddy Waters and see if there's a banjo and a
Yes,
ukulele
yep.
on the wall.
So do I.
Yep.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, that was a good one.
Good one.
I like that. So what else is going on?
There was a Wisconsin Rapids paper mill that caught on fire, and I think
Yeah,
this
I
is
saw
an
that.
older story. I think it came out right before we had a podcast a while back, because I had it on my list to talk about, but it was like paper mill starts on fire, and that was all. But now they know how it started on fire.
Yeah. Well, so this mill, which is in Wisconsin Rapids, opened in 1904, and it was the town's largest employer until it shut down in last year, 2020. So I don't know what was all in it, but apparently, yeah, there was a fire, and they said lightning.
How bad was the fire? Does anyone know? Like, did it destroy the entire building, or did they get it under control?
There were no employee injuries, and damage was limited to a non-operating area of the mill. So,
But
Was it
lightning
the whole
started
mill
the paper mill on
non-operating if
fire.
it shut down in 2020?
yeah,
Yeah,
I would think so.
apparently.
So,
there you go. Be careful with the lightning.
Yeah.
I'd start your paper mill on fire if you got one.
So in Alaska, they had a record school year. Can anyone guess why? Was it like the number of kids in the class?
I can guess why, because I'm reading this headline that says the Onalaska graduating class has record number of siblings.
This is cool.
How many siblings was it?
So that's a class of about 250 kids.
Yep.
That's how big their graduating class was. 8 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets. That's unreal.
You're looking
That
at
is
19 siblings there.
Yeah.
19.
That's unreal.
Something in the water in Alaska.
Yeah. Ooh. That's crazy.
Yeah. 8 sets of twins and 1 set of triplets.
But there was no siblings who were just so close in age, like 9 months apart.
Ooh,
They were
that's
all,
a good question.
Well, they could have been.
Yeah,
Could've
you're
been.
right.
Could have been.
Right.
But no, it didn't say that.
No.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I would think it would be kind of fun to graduate with your sibling if you got along with him or her.
Yeah, I think so. I'd imagine you'd share the same graduation party.
What? I'd put that one on a billboard for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
I wonder
gotta
how that
figure out how
went.
that
Yeah.
shook out.
Yeah.
That billboard graduation party.
We got to get a hold of, what was it, Jacob?
Jacob's epic.
Yeah, we
grad
got to
party,
get a hold
yeah.
of him.
Did you look for him on Facebook at all or
No.
anything? He's probably too young for Facebook.
We should have texted the number. Maybe we still can.
Okay. Well, I'll write that down.
No.
We'll try to get a hold of him.
So, half of Wisconsin's prison inmates are vaccinated. Good news.
I
And
guess.
the reason for that good news is because if you happen to get out of prison before Summerfest, you can go for free.
Not where I thought you were going at that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Start over. So half of Wisconsin's
Back up.
Half of Wisconsin's prison inmates are vaccinated for the vid.
For the vid.
Yep.
Okay.
Just about half of Wisconsin's prison inmates are fully vaccinated, meaning both shots.
Okay.
Yep. And then
okay, yeah, continue.
you can get free Summerfest tickets if you can prove that you have the COVID-19 vaccine for June 5th and or 6th.
Yeah, so you come get the vaccine at the festival park where they hold
Oh,
Summerfest.
that's how it is.
So right now,
Oh,
yep,
no. I thought if you just brought your V card.
No, on June 5th or 6th, if you go down to the Summerfest grounds and
you have
get
to
your
get it
and
done
get your
there.
vaccination shot,
Well, that's bullshit. I got mine early.
you leave with a ticket.
Yeah. Those inmates are
Oh.
screwed.
Here, I thought if you had your V card, you showed up and showed the V card, and you get into Summerfest for
Stop
free.
saying
But
V
you
Yeah,
have
why
to
are you
get-
calling it that?
Yeah, stop saying
It's the
V-card.
vaccination card.
I understand, but
Wait, I'm confused. What does it have
no.
another meaning?
Anyway,
The vaccination card.
yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, you could go down and get your shot down in Milwaukee and come home with a ticket. And
You guys
can
ever-
you can use it any day.
you guys ever do Summerfest?
I did once. Yeah.
I did it. Yeah, I had a great time. I
had
saw
a
the Bare
great
Naked
time, too.
Ladies.
Cool.
My Sum 41, Ludacris.
What bands did you see, though?
Bare Naked Ladies and John Mellencamp. John Mellencamp was in the amphitheater. and-
John Mellencamp.
And the BNLs were just on the side stage.
You been?
Cool. No, I haven't.
I had never been to a Bare Naked Ladies concert before, and then they sing that song where we don't have to eat Kraft dinner, but we would.
Yep.
So if you're a Bare Naked Ladies fan, you bring boxes of Kraft dinner and you throw the noodles during that song.
Seriously?
And there's
Is that
Kraft-
true?
Yeah. There's,
Oh, I
there's
love that.
There's macaroni noodles flying all over during. Is that the $1 Million song?
Yeah.
If I had a
They don't do it with every food item, do they?
$1
Like the fanciest Dijon ketchup, and everyone just
No,
hurls
no, it's
ketchup
just
up? No.
macaroni noodles.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about that because I think it's kind of cool, but I also think it's a big waste of craft dinner. And that's some good eats.
It was really
you know?
fun, and I had liked the Bare Naked Ladies before then, which is why I wanted to see them live.
Sure.
And they're Canadians, eh?
Yeah.
So this was probably 15 years ago, maybe 20.
About 15 years ago?
A boot.
A boot, yeah.
And everybody threw macaroni noodles during If I Had $1 Million. I was going to skip that story, Andrew, unless you really want to hit it for some reason.
This one right here.
Yeah.
No, it's just that
It made me sad.
the headline is there was a house fire in,
Oh, yeah.
in Sparta.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing that was interesting about it was that the headline is house fire in Sparta leaves 26 dogs and 2 cats dead. I just thought that was
that-
interesting because that's a lot of pets. to
That
own.
story pissed me off, so I didn't even want to go on.
Okay.
I didn't even want to go down that road because you shouldn't have 26 dogs in your house.
Right. That's where I was going with it. Okay, we don't need to talk anymore about
You
it.
know, even if it was a breeder or something, you know, I don't know. Maybe it was a breeder. Maybe does it say legitimately why there was 26 dogs in there?
I thought that stuff only happened in like Kakana and Green Bay.
Yeah, typically. Where was this?
Sparta.
Sparta,
Total
yeah.
opposite end of the
Yeah,
state.
it is.
Yep, I don't know. Doesn't say.
Yeah, I'm not touching that story.
That's fine.
All right, moving on.
The world's largest bratfest.
We talked about that last
So now we
week.
got cheered up. This is good.
Yeah.
We go from something sad to happy. So the Bratfest went well. Nearly all of the brats that were out and ready were sold.
How many are we talking?
We're talking about 50,000 brats. Were provided to
that's a lot of
nearly
brats.
180 venues hosting events, and nearly all venues sold out.
Was that the one? Did Johnsonville give them? No. Usingers.
Yeah, it was Usingers. I think.
Wasn't it
Yeah.
Usingers?
Oh, maybe it was. Yeah.
Am I? Do I remember that? Was it Usingers? Because that's when I said Bob Euchre. Because Bob Euchre pitches Usingers on the Brewer games.
He does. Yeah.
I
So
don't remember.
Usingers gave 50,000 brats. That's a lot of brats.
Yeah, and they're almost all sold out. I mean, there's a lot of Wisconsinites.
Yeah,
So-
that was the one
with
where they
brats
did
and
it
brats.
at just different venues around Dane County, and you go around and get your brat and visit all these
This
places.
gets back to how simple it is to do things like. So my mom made rhubarb pie this weekend.
Nice.
I ate about a third of it in one sitting.
My wife ate some like rhubarb cake.
In like one sitting, I ate a third of it. And you know what I thought about every bite I took?
Rhubarb Fest.
Rhubarb Fest.
Yeah.
Every bite I took, I thought about how irritated I am that we don't have a Rhubarb Fest
I should be
yet.
eating this at a festival.
I should be. And I could be trying everybody's different pies.
Yeah.
Come eat my pie. Come eat my come eat my cake. Just come to Rhubarb Fest.
Yeah. We've already got the T-shirts made, I think.
Oh man.
Just come to Miss Wisconsin. Miss Teen Wisconsin.
Yeah, be careful there.
Crowned over the weekend. Who are they?
Well, a panel of judges selected Samantha Catherine Keaton of Milwaukee
Milwaukee.
as the next Miss Wisconsin USA 2021.
Nice.
And Shreya Gundley of Mequon as Miss Teen USA. And both of those pageants took place at Chula Vista Resort in the Dells.
In the Dells, did you say?
In the Dells, yep.
Well, were they able to, did they have enough people to help them out? Because the Dells is having a problem with finding enough workers this summer.
Well, the good thing is they finally opened up. Noah's Ark.
Right,
Noah's
right.
Ark just opened up for Memorial Day weekend. So the first time they've been open since last summer.
But like everywhere else, they're struggling to find people.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what they said.
So what is the employee shortage at this point?
Well, they said normally in the summertime, we'd have about 3,200 J1 visa workers. So 3,200 workers. We're going to be lucky to get 800 this year.
Seriously.
That's what they said.
Say that again?
Normally they get 3,200 J1 visa workers.
So they have 70% less.
Normally
visa
they're going to
workers.
be, this year we're going to be lucky to get 800. So right now, about 25%. That's what they got. They're working with a quarter of the workers that they usually get.
Wow.
And we talked about that. That's pretty much everywhere. It seems like nobody.
Yeah, it's a problem everywhere. My brother-in-law was here for Memorial Day, and he owns an envelope company in Boston, and they offer like $25 an hour to start, $25 an hour to start. Can't find anyone.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Did you do $5 at the General or?
No. Number one, we had a shortened week this
List
week.
of excuses.
Well, there's two excuses. One, we came in right away on a Tuesday because we
Yep.
didn't have yesterday to. I didn't have
Yep,
yesterday
true,
to shop.
true.
And number two, we need to go back to rugged gear because I'm out of money.
Oh, sure.
Well,
sure.
Rugged Gear just dropped $30 on Leap.
Oh.
Actually, two valid excuses.
What I'll do is I'll hit Rugged Gear up again.
Okay. Yeah.
And see if they're willing to give. I didn't know that. I thought I just gave you a re-20. So we've done 8 at the General.
Yeah.
Wow. At the Generals go quickly.
Back to a previous story that we talked about. Sorry, here. Just saw this. For Miss Teen Wisconsin and
Yeah.
Miss Wisconsin. Did you know you have to be unmarried? An
do?
unmarried Wisconsin resident. Why?
Well, because it's called Miss.
Oh, duh.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah.
Mrs.
Can't be tied down. Can't be
I
tied
just
down.
was the kind of thought that was weird for a beauty I guess there's other beauty pageants.
There
that
is
probably,
a Mrs. Wisconsin.
Is there?
Mm-hmm. Because
Actually, I
there's a
didn't know
teacher in Three Lakes who won it at one time.
Oh, cool. This is what I was getting at. Good. That's Cheezehole.
I didn't know there was a Mrs. Wisconsin.
Yeah, me neither.
Is she a taxidermist wife? Did she win it? You don't know who this is?
Nope, I don't.
Her license plate says Mrs. Whisk on it.
Oh,
I got nothing.
I don't know either.
Huh. All right. I know there. I might be dreaming this, but I know there's a Mrs. Whisk license plate, and I know she's a teacher in Three Lakes, but I don't know who it is.
Cool.
Well, the Chippewa Valley Railroad is open.
I'm going.
I'm in.
All on board.
So this thing is like a little train that you ride around. Think of like a kiddie fair amusement park kind of little train. Yep. And it's open again. Last year it was closed, and you hop on board in Chippewa Falls. You take a 10-minute scenic ride.
And there's rhubarb along the way.
Sure, you just reach your hand out and pick it as you go.
Yep. Well, is there how much does it cost?
Let's see. It just says, I don't know, there's plenty of adults that ride the train. We probably run about 50% adults. It's often,
Okay. Am I not surprised?
often parents and grandparents with a grandchild, or sometimes we get a lot of couples that have no children and they just want to ride the train.
You took your kids to that Leona train, didn't you, when your parents came one time?
That's going to be closed this summer again.
Really?
And they're blaming the vid.
Was it cool when you went?
Very cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I bet it is.
Kids loved it.
Yeah.
Huge, big steam train.
the Leona Lumberjack train, is that what they call it?
Yep.
That's bad.
Yep. You get on a train, you ride it from one end to kind of somewhere in the woods where they have like a farmer's market and
Sure.
some old town buildings.
That sounds
and
awesome.
Campground, playgrounds.
Sounds like a good place for Rhubarb Fest.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Well, so they had. Did you guys see that they had the Indy 500 on Sunday and they had 130,000 people there? So, I mean, they're going forward with large events now.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised the Lumberjack train is.
I am too. I am too. But you can go get your fix on with this little Chippewa Valley train.
Did you guys do any Memorial Day weekend tradition things that you may have not have done last year? Did you partake in more things this year? And what was your general observations of it?
Last year, think we just hung out at the house.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot more people out and about for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I went to the flea market in Saint Germain yesterday, which all that I didn't go to any of those last year. I usually enjoy that, and it's kind of nice to get back to reality.
Well, you have your V card. You're full V.
I do. Yes. But it was nice. People
In
were
fact,
out.
the three
oot
of
and
us,
about.
all three of us have our full V card.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can start kissing.
Is that a fact? Or can we at least start sitting closer together
Well,
during
maybe.
the podcast?
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a story last week, and there's an update on it. The Superior Police welcomes first class of all female officers. The tie-in is total police officers academy graduates in Wisconsin 10-year low.
Ooh. Yeah.
Do you think any of that has to do with
I think 100%. I see.
Yes.
I don't know you're going with it, but yeah, I think it's 100%. Go ahead.
the
finish.
negativity in
Yes.
in media lately?
Yeah. Who would want to be a cop these days?
Yeah, nobody.
It's a hard job made harder.
Yeah. It's really a lose-lose.
It's one of those thankless jobs that, it's unfortunate. Like in any profession, there's people who are corrupt and bad and not good at their job, whether it's a teacher or a banker, like we've covered all of it. We had
Yeah.
the financial guy who took his parents' money.
Right.
We've got, teachers who just don't want to be teachers. And unfortunately, we have cops who just don't want to be cops. What sucks about the cops is they get all the media.
Yeah.
And you think how many millions of police officers there has to be.
Yeah.
And then if you think about a world that didn't have them, it's like, what the hell?
Yep.
But I wouldn't want to be a cop. No way.
No.
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 No
I
way,
wouldn't
no
want to
how.
deal with it.
Wisconsin has about 13,600 law enforcement officers at the moment. That's down from a decade high of nearly 16,000 in 2012.
So how many? I'm sorry.
16,000.
In 2012, what do we have now?
13.6.
Yep. And the state graduated only 766 people from law enforcement academies last year. That number's been dropping gradually.
It says they used to receive 30 to 40 applications about 5 years ago, and they're now bringing in only a dozen or so.
Yeah, we've seen that trend even up here, and you would think
Yep.
that you'd rather be a police officer somewhere like this
Yeah.
Yeah.
than Milwaukee or Minneapolis.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it says, while the number of police officers going down, Wisconsin's population has continued to be on the rise. We're up to 5.9 million.
Is there a correlation between officers and crime rate? Because that's what I would think would be most interesting.
To know if the crime has gone up in the last decade with
Yeah.
the fewer police
Yeah, I mean,
officers
there's-
and more people.
Yeah,
I would think there would be a correlation there somewhat.
there sure should be.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, but that'd be the first article. That'd be the first angle I would have taken in that article as a proper journalist. But as we know, there is no such thing as proper journalism anymore.
No.
But there are proper events around Wisconsin.
There are. And
Yep.
there's a good list of them this week.
And Andy, you're our events man.
Oh, sure. Well, the
Please start with the one that you have to start
Yeah, you know what it is.
with. You know exactly what it is.
the Alpaca Odyssey.
Yes,
Yes, it
absolutely.
is.
The Alpaca Odyssey
So-
in Two Rivers,
Yep.
or as the locals sometimes say, Trivers.
Trivers. That's put on by London Dairy. Sorry.
Is there a goat standing on an alpaca?
Oh, there sure should be.
Yeah.
I came across the picture of that the other day. I'll have to show you guys.
Yeah, we should make teas.
So
Yes.
this is put on by London Dairy in Two Rivers, and I think the deal is this year's going to be fun.
Hold on,
because-
Andrew. Wouldn't the cool name of a bar be like the goat and the alpaca?
The name of a bar?
Yeah, or like a restaurant.
Yeah, absolutely.
The goat and alpaca.
Yep.
And you'd just be like, why? You'd be like, why not? And then the T-shirt would just be like a silhouette of a goat standing on an alpaca's back.
Yeah.
I can just picture this. I think it would
I
be
can
fun.
too.
Yeah.
Goat on a llama.
Oh, it's a llama, not alpaca.
No,
right?
this one's
No, this is
alpaca.
alpaca,
but
yep.
Okay, but you had a goat on a llama.
Yep.
Yeah.
Indistinguishable
See,
on the silhouette.
I almost
of the
think that
t-shirt.
rolls off better, like as a bar, goat on a llama.
Okay, goat on a llama. So that's okay.
Yeah.
If I ever open a bar, it's called the goat on a llama.
I love it. I absolutely
It's fun to
love
say
it.
too.
Yeah, and maybe it's all just one word. Goat on a llama. GOATONLLAMA.
The kids will like that for hashtagging
goat
anyway.
on a llama. Sorry, carry on.
No, that's fine.
In Trivers.
Yeah, and they're basically they're expecting the arrival of 2 new babies. So
They're going to be born live on the air during the
Perhaps.
Trivers Llama Fest.
Yeah, well, it's good. Good to know about that.
What date was it again?
Oh, I just closed it.
Doesn't matter.
Admission fee is a donation of a non-perishable item or $1 per person to support local food
I
pantries.
thought you were going to say
That's
that
nice.
the entry fee is 1 llama. You have to bring a llama to see a llama.
Yep.
Bring one to see one.
There is Dairy Fest this weekend, June 4th through the 6th.
Remember,
and
Wisconsin, June is Dairy Month.
Heck yeah.
Isn't every month Dairy Month in Wisconsin?
No, June is Dairy Month. You want to know why? Because cheese curds are 2 bags for $5 at Quick Trip. Usually.
You gotta
I don't
be
know if they
shitting
are.
me.
Oh, they usually are, and they're so good. They have top-notch cheese curds at Quick Trip, the white ones.
This is a June Dairy Month special, or there always are?
No, usually in June they run a
in
Dairy
June,
Month
okay.
special. I don't know if they are this year, but last year they did.
So
Yeah.
you're telling me I got to go to Quick Trip?
yeah.
Yep, I'll do it.
All right.
And be on the lookout for things like local farm breakfasts and free ice cream at places, and that stuff's big around in Wisconsin in the month of June. So,
So when is Dairy Fest?
well, Dairy Fest is this weekend in Marshfield.
Yeah.
It's their 40th year of celebrating the dairy industry. What else we got?
I think we have, because it's Dairy
petting
Month,
zoo.
it would make sense to have a Cheese Fest.
It would, yep, the Great Wisconsin Cheese Festival down in Little Chute. They have a whole weekend of festival food, entertainment, carnival rides, petting zoo, parade, cheese tasting, cheese carving, cheese curd eating contest,
Cheese carving.
a grilling competition,
I like
Yeah,
cheese
I
carving.
like the
that
idea
would
of
be
that.
cool.
Yeah.
party till the cows come home at the Great Wisconsin Cheese Festival in Little Chute.
I like that Bud Light is the largest sponsor on there at the Cheese
You
Fest.
betcha.
Well, what goes better with cheese than a good beer?
Yeah, I mean they got all sorts
cracker.
of stuff. This would be a good festival to hit up.
Piece of sausage.
I hate it. A cracker.
Well, you questioned me.
Well, I mean, I still think beer goes better. I'd rather
You
have
know
beer
what?
and cheese than a beer cracker.
Yeah, a piece of sausage, a cracker, and a beer are kind of all the same to me.
Yeah, you're right. All part of the same charcuterie board.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So that's a good festival to hit up because it's a weekend long stuff.
Where would you stay if you went to the Cheese Festival?
Well, probably at a free state park.
That's
yes,
that's where
yes.
I'd stay.
Because
Excellent
it is.
That's where I'd
transition.
stay.
It is free state park weekend in Wisconsin.
That's right.
No charge for admission to state parks, forest, recreation areas, and trails. So get out there, enjoy the outdoors, have some cheese. Just do Wisconsin.
And when you're driving to said festivals, make sure you turn on Down the Cheezehole. And when you listen to Down the Cheezehole, you should tell your friends about us, because if your friends don't know about us, you're doing them a disservice.
That's right.
This is brought to you by Rugged Gear, Jolly Good, good afternoon, good evening, and
Good night.
Good night.